Oke, kita lanjutkan Sherlock Holmes chapter 1. Ini kita kemana ya? Kita coba cek peta. Kalau nggak salah ke sini, Cordona City Hall untuk mencari berkas-berkas ya, berkas-berkas. Mungkin ada bukti-bukti yang lama sudah ditemukan. Ini kita skip aja langsung perjalanannya. Kita sudah sampai di Cordona City Hall.
Not at all. I'm right where I
Ketemu
need to
dengan
be. I'm Sherlock Holmes, by the way.
penjaga
Ursula Oni, the
archives.
chief archivist. How can I help you exactly?
I need to take a look at the history of Cordona and its islanders to retrieve some, hopefully, useful information.
Your brother Mycroft told me that you were direct, and now that we've met, I can see that is true.
Someone in our family has to balance the evasive nature of my brother. Well, may I use the city archives?
You may, of course, but in return, perhaps dinner?
That's a high price to pay for looking at your archives.
I was teasing you. Pay no attention to me.
Oke, sekarang kita bisa masuk ke ruang penyimpanan archives, penyimpanan berkas-berkas. Salah. Ini ruang yang tadi deputi archives. Kita ada di ruang archives sekarang. Oke, apa yang mau kita cari? Subjeknya Oke, kita sudah dapat yang kita cari.
With your love for archives, you would have made the perfect bureaucrat.
Sekarang kita akan menuju ke sebuah perusahaan yang didirikan oleh Arthur Swift dan Theodore Gilden. Itu ada di pojok jalan Bazar dan Jalan Arnold.
Treasure maps from the governor. Find it and come back for more.
Is this familiar to you?
I can't help you, friend.
Nice to see you. Merhaba.
I remember the monument. Cordona's legendary pirate, the Robin Hood of the place.
In Oriental style.
Kita belanja-belanja dulu ya.
Merhaba. It's a
Apa
good
nih,
day
jual
for
apa,
a
Bu?
purchase.
Oh, jual karpet sama lampu. Oke lah, beli semua. Oh, ada pistol. Oke,
May
beli.
your purchase bring you joy.
Nice affordable
Come,
clothes.
come.
Step right up.
Kita kembali ke Imogen Gilden dulu kali ya. Untuk ngasih bukti-bukti yang kita dapat sebelumnya.
I don't have any thoughts on this. I've nothing to say about this.
Have you seen what your father sent to Paul?
This is despicable. My father was never a gentleman, but this crosses the line. I knew that father wasn't fond of Paul, but this is just awful. If only he could have seen how good Paulie is to me. I'm afraid I can't add anything useful.
Are you aware that Paul smuggles drugs for a dangerous gang?
Mr. Holmes, I've already told you. I call him a pirate in play. He's not an actual pirate. He's a champion and a brave gentleman, not a thug.
Let us agree to disagree on that. But don't be surprised if one of his clients knocks on your door.
It's chilling to think the monster is free.
Oke, sudah. Lalu kita sekarang keluar. Kita menuju ke yang tadi, perusahaan yang didirikan Arthur Swift dan Theodore Gilden, ayahnya Imogen Gilden. Mungkin enaknya kita ganti baju dulu kali ya. Ini kita skip aja perjalanannya.
Nice affordable clothes. Let's pick something that suits you. A good choice. A good choice indeed.
Oke, ganti kostum sudah. Untuk masuk ke daerah perusahaannya kita perlu
From day to night,
jadi
Aiden
pegawainya
stands
dulu ya.
recruiting
Gimana
non-rebellious
cara jadi
workers for the
pegawainya? Kita perlu ini nguping dulu.
From day to night, Aiden stands there, recruiting non-rebellious workers
Mana
for
sih
the
nih
day.
ngupingnya?
From day to night, Aiden stands there, recruiting non-rebellious workers for the day.
Oke, sudah bisa. Nih, terpaksa pakai keyboard. Pakai stick tadi susah banget. Sekarang balik pakai stick lagi karena sudah bisa masuk di misi nguping. Ini kita perlu ganti kostum lagi untuk jadi kostum worker ya.
Don't pass by. Welcome. Let's pick something that suits you. A good choice. A good choice indeed.
Kita coba masuk.
You're being an eyesore.
Oh, ternyata masih belum
No
bisa.
entry for you.
Kita cari orang yang bisa memasukkan kita ke sana ya. Kita cari-cari dulu, cari-cari sampai dari malam sampai tiba-tiba suasana sudah menjadi siang. Ini sebenarnya nyarinya itu lama, cuman ini kita potong aja. Maklum ya, kesasar-sasar tadinya.
Sir, kind sir, might I steal your attention?
I'm not buying.
Ah, that is the thing. You won't waste a single mangir. I am a digger, you see, and I have heard of a dig site so deep it clogs your ears. I want to be there.
Why are you telling me this?
I have heard of a man recruiting for such a dig, a man with a scar, such as the one that you're hiding. And your boots are dirty with the deep clay I am so familiar with. Oh, I hope it wasn't too rude of me to point that out.
You have a good eye. And you just want to dig? Dig deep and that's it? What's the catch? Are you in desperate need of money?
Oh, there is no catch, sir. I won't even ask for advance pay. Just give me a shovel and I'll dig a hole like you've never seen.
Huh. Is that so? Well, I have to ask you an important question first. Would you be fine working for Brits?
I am all for them.
Well, you say that, but can you prove it?
I'll sing you a very special song. God save our gracious queen.
Cut it! Or people here will make you their queen.
I can also speak in limericks.
Please don't. You might be a little bit weak in the head, but a natural bone digger with a keen eye is what we need. Take this permission slip and go to this address. The guard will let you in and check with the professor once you're there.
Karena ada lokasi bandit baru, mau coba apakah lebih susah atau sama saja. Kita coba. Lokasi bandit baru sudah ditandai, kita tinggal menuju perjalanan menuju ke sana ya.
Seni görmek güzel.
Ini dia tempatnya. Tadi kita potong aja, kita skip perjalanannya. Oke, kalau dilihat sih penjahat-penjahatnya mirip-mirip ya. Nih loh. Oke, satu.
Too simple.
No, you killed him.
Aduh, malah dibunuh.
Take this.
Don't cry, you'll live.
The snuff's ready.
Too simple.
Give him the pepper snuff.
I'll put you 6 feet under. It's that easy. I couldn't miss the party.
It won't work this way.
I'm coming for you. I couldn't miss the party. Your tricks are useless.
Don't bother moving.
Eat lead.
Trying to knock the... I thought we were against murder. It's all yours now. Go for it.
Take a rest, my friend.
Give him the pepper snuff.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Don't cry, you'll...
The snuff's ready.
Get ready for some pain.
Hey, you could have kept him alive.
Take this!
Time to knock this guy out.
Too simple.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Oke, sudah selesai ya. Kita dapat ranking bawah kayaknya nih. Nah, kan bener. Oke, sekarang kita langsung masuk ke site ya, tempat bekerja.
Stop loitering and get inside.
Sudah diperbolehkan masuk. Oke, kita turun. Ini construction site-nya itu luas banget
Talk to
ya.
the professor first. He's the old fellow with the glasses and the plans.
Oh, kita
Are
bicara,
you able to help me?
disuruh
I like
bicara
you, friend,
dengan
but I can't help you.
profesornya. Kayaknya dia leader dari ini apa? Pencari harta karun.
Where's the fire in your eyes? Where's the smile? I am sick and tired of seeing apathy among the new workers.
Sir, believe me, I do have the spark. I want to start work straight away. It's as important to me as it is to you.
Ah, that's the spirit. I'm on the verge of a great discovery.
When was the last time you saw...
Young man, you're disappointing me. I'd like to see a bright career for you as the best digger on the island. Don't ruin it. We'll talk when you find something useful.
I am ready to work.
Splendid. Do you know what I am working on?
Archaeological treasure. You're hoping to find something priceless, something that will change our history.
Bravo, young man. I couldn't have said it better myself. It's true. We're looking for Vitus Lemonius's tomb.
I'll help you. That is my goal as a worker.
Good. Listen to me carefully, then. I hate repeating myself. I am Professor Swift. We have 3 rules here. Don't touch anything. Always return the tools. And don't distract me unless you find something.
Sounds simple enough. Are you the only one in charge here, Mr. Swift?
Yes, I am the only one and no one else. You hear anything other than that, it's a lie. People of your kind can have difficulty understanding who's in charge. Take a minute, memorize my face, and then get to work.
Oh, I will definitely take a closer look to memorize my superior.
Ya, waktunya mengobservasi. Ini kacamatanya, di tangannya ada bekas sudah biasa menggali ya. Memang sudah lama dia kerja seperti ini.
I wish I could be as passionate about something as you are, Mr. Swift. You value knowledge and dedication over everything else.
It's a long road, young man. A sharp eye and attention to detail are the only stepping stones along this path. You have to sacrifice everything you love for the larger prize.
Exactly. So much in life is superficial. I wish more people would understand.
I never heard a truer word, lad. Folk will ignore what truly matters in life, and for what? Convenience.
Bold words indeed. I doubt that many scientists would be willing to support their bragging with fieldwork.
The academic world is full of restrictions. Our honorable professors are too afraid to dirty their hands. God forbid if they have a stain on their shirt. You can follow in my footsteps. You can start learning by returning to work. Show me what you can find.
Oke, kita cek area ini dulu ya.
Touch anything here. Get back to work.
Nggak boleh nyentuh mejanya, guys. Kita lihat map. Apa sih yang dicari?
This reminds me of my father's room.
Ini seperti ruangan ayahnya. Foto ini. Kita cari lagi, ini apa?
A plan for this whole operation.
Oh, ini titik yang perlu digali.
This might prove useful. I'll note it down.
Ini
Straw dolls.
seperti
Eerie, but
boneka ya.
effective for a scene recreation.
Oh, I want one of these. Or two.
Itu nanti bonekanya bisa untuk mancing gajah ya.
Oilcloth. Won't fade and waterproof. Enough here to make 10 sails and more.
Kita lanjut mencari petunjuk lain.
Swift lost his temper.
Oh, apa ini? Oh, bazooka trilogy.
Pickaxe.
Salah satu.
A guilty pleasure
Sekarang
of the
udah
real
punya semua.
archaeologist. Missing your Laura, Mr. Swift?
Hey, a word about the trilogy.
Right then, you literary expert, you, what was so important about these books? Or do you simply need some kindling?
It's inspirational. I have a plan. Are you listening?
I wish I wasn't, but I am.
So, we catch a monkey, a langa, for example, then we extract some blood from it.
What? Why?
It will make us forever young, Sherry. Page 127, the second book.
Oh, I am so done with this.
No, wait. Then how about we make a wax statue?
I've stopped listening, John.
Kita lanjut search area. Ini apa ini?
Somehow the text remains legible.
Seperti anu ya, prasasti, ada tulisannya. Lanjut kemana sekarang? Kita lihat dulu sebentar. Oke, kita coba cek. Oh, ini ada patung jatuh. Oh, kayak
Sickle for harvesting.
apa ya?
Romans honored
Celurit,
seasons.
tapi celurit
The goddess?
zaman
A
dulu.
mother? Someone's wife. There were 4 statues here originally.
Oh, harusnya patungnya berdiri di
I wonder what
sini.
the 3 other statues look like.
Kita sekarang cari tahu ya, bagaimana dengan patung-patung yang lain, bentuknya seperti apa, lalu berdirinya di mana. Kita akan cari petunjuk buat itu ya.
Swift lost his temper.
Ini kayaknya perlu nguping dulu.
Swift lost his temper when he learned what happened to the statue.
I see now. Mr. Swift didn't realize the significance of the statues.
Oke, dapat petunjuk. Kita kembali ke tempat patung tadi yang jatuh. Kita rekonstruksi.
It seems everything's in place. Now, Let's see what this has to tell us.
Rekonstruksi selesai. Sekarang kita bikin pengalihan supaya kita bisa ke mejanya profesor tadi ya. Kita bikin pengalihan seolah-olah ada harta karun yang ditemukan. Nah, ini tempatnya sudah ketemu.
Here is your discovery, Mr. Swift. Hey, look at this.
What have you found? Don't let anyone touch anything there. Eureka! I found you, my friend!
Saatnya ke meja profesornya untuk mencari petunjuk lain. Loh, ini darts yang sama dengan punya
Box of
Paul
darts.
Parks tadi ya.
Handy against rodents of all kinds.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Duh, ketahuan.
Trying to take over my research, are you? I come here to pick up my diary and I find you snooping around. Explain yourself.
Mr. Swift, if that were true, I would have been on my way to the newspaper. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I didn't have a chance to introduce myself properly.
Outrageous! You deceived me, sir. What is the reason for your being here? Who sent you, Mr. Holmes?
Theodore Gilden's premature death brought me here.
Theodore is dead? How can that be possible?
I'm thinking of all the possibilities, and I'm not crossing out anyone who might have been involved. Even his elephant. The land you're excavating belongs to Mr. Gilden, does it not?
Did I hear an accusation? I have nothing to hide. You can ask me whatever nonsense you've prepared as a token of my diminishing respect towards you.
Very well, Mr. Swift. I appreciate your cooperation. When was the last time you saw Mr. Gilden?
A couple of days ago. We discussed the site. I believe in the tomb and its secrets. Theodore's patience was stretched, however. He was already inventing new projects. It wasn't a long conversation. I suppose that his daughter will inherit everything now, along with all of the eccentricities and problems.
And not forgetting Goliath.
Eccentricities and problems, Mr. Holmes. One of many.
Were you at the site this morning?
Affirmative. This project is taking a lot of my time, as you see. I spend more time underground than on the surface.
When did you learn about Theodore's death?
Just now. You just told me.
And you aren't surprised, shocked? I won't tell anyone if you shed a tear or two. Weren't you partners, after all?
We were. And it is a real shame. But I've seen too many deaths in my life, Mr. Holmes, for the news to truly shake me. Will you allow me to return to my research? Or are you insisting on remaining an obstacle?
Oh, I haven't even started yet. You have a weakness for nostalgia? Or, rather, do you use it to record a list of enemies?
Young man, you need to check your moral compass. Reading another person's diary is a sin in every culture that I can think of.
But you aren't answering the question.
You've already read it. Why bother? I simply record my life to keep my memory clean from misinterpretation. Letters and pages don't lie.
But the writer of the text can. With this book, you attempted to plan an attack on the elephant?
Your insinuations are out of place. Goliath is a frightening animal. All I wished to do was to understand the creature. As any scientist would do, I researched, analyzed, and drew conclusions.
And what conclusion did you draw?
That Theodore Gilden made the animal miserable. He couldn't provide the proper environment for the beast.
Kita tanyakan bukti-bukti ke profesor ini ya. Ya nanti ini semua dicobain semua.
What's with this box
Kita
of
cobain
darts? Is it
semua.
for a scientific argument?
A little darker than that. Rather for killing the kind of rodents that might nibble a nose or a toe in your sleep.
Let's just say I have to protect myself against a larger animal, such as an elephant. Might it be enough to stop it, make it faint?
If I were you, I wouldn't bank on it. I'm a busy man.
As far as I can tell, you're a man of the academic world, so this book about Nabe and Laura is just an empirical study?
What? That nonsense? I'd prefer to lose my eyesight than read such trash.
So, you know nothing about it?
I know nothing. I wish I'd never heard of it in the first place, this caricature of science.
Do I hear traces of envy? You're still relatively young, that you might find your own Laura.
Perhaps I envy Nabe, for I cannot simply blow people up for distracting me. That's all. You happy now? Wonderful. I've nothing to add.
What's with this intricate recruitment process? Pro-British workers charge less?
As a head of this organization, I need to secure a productive environment. It's impossible to do so if there are political differences, especially here, where the native population doesn't support our efforts to find the ancient artifacts.
Decent pay can also stimulate productivity and shut down any political discord. Hadn't you thought of that?
You're young. You have time to fritter and fight with everyone you meet. I don't have such a luxury. Our workers receive enough pay for what they do. So don't start a discussion you know nothing about.
Nah ini nanti semua provide evidence-nya dicobain semua ke profesor.
Your partner had a very specific attitude towards the things he treasured. Was this habitual for him?
That would have been too much even for him. Don't get me wrong, he had a harsh temper. Like a true businessman, he was ready to burn his competitors to the ground.
But threatening someone physically would have been something new even for him, am I correct?
Absolutely. Besides, I had never seen him this angry. The fellow who received the letter must have been extremely alarmed.
Gilden's elephant is quite an unusual addition to Cordona's fauna. What is your scientific opinion on that?
No matter how much Theodore loved it, it still remained a wild animal trapped inside a stone pen. Goliath needs savannas, fields, lakes.
I'm sure that Goliath did not have a plan to kill his owner to head to the savannas. What do you think?
No, animals don't kill in a typical sense. I can only presume that it tried to protect itself from captivity, from Theodore. It was a gilded cage that was predestined to break.
Remember one of the rules? It seems that you didn't return a tool. Is this knife yours?
Do I look like a fellow who carries a knife? I don't need it.
There are plenty of uses for it on the site, and outside of it.
I have other people to cut ropes for me, Mr. Holmes.
Have you seen this person before? The one beside Imogen Gilden?
No, but he's with Imogen, so I suppose that he's a friend of hers. That girl always has her head in the clouds. I could have said Theodore was different, but that wouldn't have been entirely true.
Away with the fairies, was he?
That's one way of putting it. Either way, I don't know much about Imogen's life or her friends. The type of elite that pretends to be educated.
Did this plan cause a rift in your business relationship with Theodore Gilden?
Nothing like that. Admittedly, we didn't share a common vision of what is more important, the past or the future. In my opinion, we can't build a future without knowing the past.
So you wanted to save the tomb of Vitus here, or perhaps your control over the research?
Only the knowledge that rightly belongs to humankind, nothing less and nothing more.
Oke, sekarang sudah dapat petunjuk banyak. Kita kumpulkan semua petunjuk menjadi sebuah kesimpulan ya, seperti biasa.
This fabric will work.
Sekarang saatnya kita mengumpulkan barang-barang untuk memancing gajah tadi. Gajah yang membunuh Theodore Gilden. Kita kembali ke bengkel kapal punya Paul Parks untuk mengambil horn. Untuk horn itu nanti dipakai untuk memanggil gajahnya. Horn atau alat untuk mengeluarkan suara terompet.
I hope Miss Nini won't misunderstand me.
Selanjutnya kita ke penjahit Nini. Nini itu yang penjahit yang kerampokan. Terus kita bantu mencari perampoknya. Kita minta bantuan Nini untuk membuatkan boneka. Tentunya boneka gajah.
Good day, madam. I've come to you with a special requirement. The tailors on the street can't help me, I'm afraid. Could you make a doll for me?
Oh, Senor Holmes. You taught the police how to do their job, and they found the thief. Of course I will help you. But what sort of doll? A child's doll, such as my great niece might play with?
A little larger than your typical doll.
Signore, I don't understand. Boy, girl, animal, and what color?
Animal, a passionate, perhaps amorous animal.
Ah, Signore, you talk in riddles. I am an old lady who's seen it all. Tell me what you need.
I need a life-size elephant.
I think Mrs. Nini outdid herself with this one. Is that a tail?
That's a trunk, John, but I must agree with you that it's her masterpiece.
Well, let's not waste any time.
Sepertinya udah semua ya. Sekarang tinggal ke lokasi untuk mancing gajahnya. Oh iya, satu lagi belum. Apa? Balon udara. Karena gajah kan suka dengan balon udara.
The game is on.
So, what's the plan? I hope it all doesn't go horribly wrong.
We know that the elephant is seeking a female. We can arrange that. A doll with the appropriate scent might do miracles.
So, you're a marriage broker. Well, I suppose that makes me a groomsman. Oh, she is a bit breezy, I must say.
Well, Goliath is eager for a single female elephant in his area. It should be just enough for his taste. You'll need to trust me.
Oke,
Are we
ini
ready?
guys,
I can't stand the tension.
kita
We're ready.
dibantu oleh
Let's
polisian.
call the elephant.
How could anyone resist? I knew a lady once who said just that. Too bad I'm not an elephant.
Kita bunyikan semua suara
Take
trompetnya.
your time, Sherry. That deserves a slap. And then a kiss.
And here's our lovesick friend.
Hei gajah, datang akhirnya. Dikiranya gajahnya gajah perempuan ya, gajah yang boneka itu. Misi selesai. Sekarang tinggal nemuin Imogen
What is the
Gilden.
meaning of this? Why are you bringing it here? I won't allow you to leave.
I assure you that it is only a temporary measure. It won't be long until the elephant is gone, I promise you.
Sebelum kita eksekusi gajahnya, kita cek dulu.
It injured itself while running through the forest.
Oh, ini terluka waktu berlarian di hutan. Oh, ini
There's
darts.
something in the needle. There's something in the needle. A feathered fletching. This might be promising.
Kita cek mata. Oh, bedding.
The left tusk is larger and more worn. You're a left-tusked elephant.
Apalagi ya, kayaknya mata ini ya, bener mata.
Peaceful and compliant, almost a gentleman.
Oke, clue-nya sudah berkumpul semua. kesimpulannya ngambilnya yang execute atau save ya enaknya ya. Kayaknya kok kasihan kalau dieksekusi. Kita pilih save aja. Setelah memilih untuk menyelamatkan gajahnya, kita cek di Imogen Gilden. Apa tanggapannya Imogen Gilden?
You were right about Goliath. Everyone confirmed your opinion. They all agree that the beast is vicious. The animal wielded 2 tons of rage, and Mr. Gilden regrettably didn't stand a chance. The mating season only served to amplify its temper.
Oh, spare me. That's a little too much detail, thank you. What is the point of this conclusion? How do you plan to use your findings?
Miss Gilden, I know how much you dislike the elephant.
Rather more than dislike. I wish I could have done more to that wretch than just speak of it.
But it's innocent. Goliath did not intend to kill your father. It was provoked, scared, and in mating season. Your father took Goliath's normal state for granted, and in doing so made a mistake that caused the elephant to be aggressive.
Stop it! I already know the answer. I don't need your moral perspective on this situation. I don't know why you wasted your time. I actually did more than you.
Which involved what, Miss Gilden?
A man with a big wallet made an offer to take the elephant away. I accepted it. I was so naive, thinking that it was me who was so helpless. But you are useless too.
I am glad that the elephant is no longer of your concern, but I need to make sure.
I don't care, and I don't want to listen. Thought you wouldn't turn up.
Why is that? I suppose it's the English way to leave without saying goodbye, but I never planned to abandon you.
Because you brought the filthy beast here. Because you did nothing to ensure its proper punishment. I had to do everything, not you.
I was piecing together your father's murder.
There was nothing to piece together. I told you, it was Goliath. I never asked you to talk with anyone. I asked you to find the stupid animal.
Even if my efforts are invisible, that does not mean that I did nothing.
I don't have the strength to argue. These are my father's belongings. They're about your mother. Take them all and leave me be.
I won't waste your time any longer, Miss Gilden. Thank you for your help.
Oke, dikasih kotak box karena sudah menyelamatkan, sudah mengurusi, mencari tahu siapa pembunuh ayahnya Imogen Gilden. Dikasih box yang berisi barang-barang yang menuju ke, mengarah ke ibunya Sherlock Holmes.
Neck until one day it disappeared. I was wondering where it went. She said it was a birthday present from a good friend. I just had another glimpse of a memory, John. It's fuzzy, but I'm sure it happened somewhere in the manor.
Finally moving forward. Shall we go?